What's up, Warriors? Another day, another music reaction. And we're tackling another Asaf Avidan request today from Sam. So Sam was kind enough to include a link to an interview that Asaf did on this specific track. So apparently it's a track-by-track interview, and it's called Rock of Lazarus. So very intriguing. Let's first tackle the interview and then we will check out the actual performance. And it's in a box series, which is our favorite. So let's give it up for Asaf Avidan.
So Rock of Lazarus is me going to that place with metaphor and intellect and giving into the structure, imposing the structure on an existence of chaos. I mean, it refers to Lazarus was brought back to life by a miracle of Jesus Christ. And I'm not a religious man of any type. I'm not a spiritual man of any type. I'm a very scientific-oriented, but I do like literature. And I do like how easy it is to take from this well of culture, and without needing to say, he's revived, I can just say Lazarus and most people will understand what I'm talking about. Or even if they don't, I like this thing that we have as a society, as a culture, as people, some joint stories. And so I took that idea of this heart brought back to life by this miracle, my rock of Lazarus, my dead stone heart being revived again to try again. And I like the image of just this zombie heart, this like a heart that didn't want to be reborn. It was tired and old and beaten and worn down to the place that it just looked like one of those creatures in the movies just dragging themselves mindlessly, doing things out of automation and not out of real want. And so that became the song. It has three parts. It has why the heart was dead, the resurrection of the chorus, which is like angelic voices, and then it has the zombie heart rising again.
Cry till you dry and you die, and they'll drag you again into life.
Okay, so we are in for a treat. Clearly. Are you guys ready? I so like him more now because he's a man of science. He's got some brain cells. He doesn't just have the voice and the looks, but he's got some brain cells. Seemingly lots of it. His look fits because he looks a bit haggard now with the strap down, the tires a bit loose, you know. So it fits what he said on in the interview. It's like a zombie state. Piano.
The day's short, the night is long, your heart is ravenous. They say a heart that eats alone, it chokes, it's dangerous. But I've lost my appetite, it proved superfluous. My blood had bled the deepest red, and then it turned to rust. Life is short and death is long, my thoughts are nebulous. It seems I'm lost inside myself, but that makes two of us. I wish I had the words to say, the words are treacherous. My guts were spilled, my heart was stilled, but it was Lazarus. Wake up, Rock of Lazarus. Wake and turn the heart. blood and from the start, from the start. Your dreams are big, your feet are small, the union perilous. You walk alone, I'm now you ride onto the precipice.
Asaf and his big
I'm
words.
occupied and finding shade. I'm not your therapist.
Ooh.
My bloody blade just blow my head. It will be courteous. My heart is small. Your eyes are big. Look how they stare at us. You're still a cub, but I'm old. I'm not anomalous. I will grow old and I'll grow mold and I will turn to dust. But yet my heart beats like the stars. For it is Lazarus. Wake up, rock of Lazarus. Wake up, turn to heart. Beat with all the blood and blood from the start. From the start.
I can't help but feel that this is so... how can I say this? His flow, it is so subtle. It is so... Let's go with the word plain. The music is plain, but the way he's singing, it just gives me that beautiful, almost the kind of song that you can play in a romantic movie or even a Disney movie, or it's not overpowering. There's not a lot of stuff going on. It's plain and simple. He articulates so well that I can hear every single word, even though he's using words that I've never heard in my life. I'm going to have to pull out my dictionaries after this. But it's the first time where it's so clear that I don't have to wonder what is it that he's saying, because normally he plays nicely with he stretches his words, or he will add a lot of vocal to a word. So then at the end, I struggle to hear what the word actually was. But now it's not the case. Now it's just like, I don't know, you can almost like get up from your chair and go dance closely with the person that you love, I suppose. That's how it makes me feel right now. And I love that it's just the piano, nothing else, nothing that's fancy. This, that going down,
Try and you die, but they'll drag you again into life. I should cry till you try and you die, but they'll drag you again into life. Cry till you try and you die, but they'll drag you again into life.
Drag you back into life.
Why don't you cry?
This will make a very beautiful instrumental piece as well for reading.
And they drag you again into life.
Oh, that took a turn.
Cry till you dry and you die, but they drag you again into life.
Oof. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so now I already have 2 requests for Asaf. I believe the previous time I said I really want to hear him sing a metal song. And now he needs to put instrumental pieces together, like classical music, so that, when I want to read, I can just read or just read to his pieces. Because I tend to, so when I read, you guys know by now, uh, I can't do multiple things at once. So when I read, I don't want to listen to music where there's lyrics, unless it is, I'll generally listen to like mob-like opera. So it should be Italian or it can be French. Um, so like a Dimash, I will listen to his music. I will listen to um, Beethoven. I'll listen to Mozart. I'll listen to Pavarotti even. So it's a mixture of instrumental plus then there's some lyrics, it's just languages I don't understand. So which means I won't want to sing along, but the moment there's something that I can make sense of, my brain actually processes the lyrics, I can't keep track of what I'm reading. So um, Asaf definitely made me feel like now I just want to be in bed. I want to read a book and I want to listen to this piano piece that he's playing now, because it's actually been really rainy today. Although I see the sun is coming out of it. So it's not was perfect weather for a book and some piano, beautiful cello music. This man is brilliant. Like I'm running out of words to describe him because he's just too good. Like poetry is nothing for him. He writes, like, I don't know if he goes into nature where he just goes and finds inspiration. Like, what makes him come up with all of these things? Surely he breaks away from society or gets out of his house. Like, I wish I knew what his thought process is. Like, what goes on in his head? How does he find these kind of lyrics? Does he read a lot? Does a simple line that someone says or wrote just sparks an idea, Um, I suppose it's different for every song, but still, who comes up with this stuff? Never in a million years would I have compared the state of my heart and emotional stability with the Rock of Lazarus. I mean, it is bloody brilliant, but I wouldn't have thought about it. And here he comes and writes a masterpiece like this. He divides his song in 3 pieces to kind of take us through the motion of what this heart is going through, and then what is the most significant piece of information essentially is they will drag you back to life. And dragging is clear, it's against your will. You're really trying, you're fighting, you're hostile, you're trying to not go back to life or come back to life. That is precious. That is hitting the rock bottom of rock bottom, and then being dragged out of that against your will. Like, and how much pain do you need to be, or how much suffering have you had to endure in order to get to that point? And yeah, like Asaf, I would love to know what his IQ is. I would really, because now that I know that he's a sciencey person, and the way he thinks about things, the way he reasons about things, he understands emotion. So his EQ is significantly high as well, which is it's rare that you have someone with a high IQ and a high EQ, but it's such a beautiful combination, and it's so needed in order to have someone who can reason on that level, reason on a scientific level, however, never disregarding the human emotion. Wow. Oh, man. Okay, I'm feeling fuzzy inside. We need to add this to a playlist. Mob opera. Let's add it to my mob opera. Guys, I have a mob opera mixtape. Can you believe it? I'm that kind of person. Okay. Amazing, Sam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Between you and Renat, you just know how to bring out the good stuff. I appreciate you. Thank you. I hope all is well on your side. Yeah, I will check you guys in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.